Good stuff. Thank you. I want to thank everybody, man, for participating in this, what I call a pilot program, 90-day project, whereas that we was hoping that all that was transpired through this pilot program was 5 things that we wanted to fulfill. As it pertains to one being able to manage his or her, emotions the best way that they can. Manage the language that he or she says. Hold one tight for 1 minute.
Got
you. Hey, Terrence, is that a person will never change if he or she don't see an issue with their actions. So one cannot pretend to be something that they are not. Nor are you to speak presumptuously, which means you think you know something and you really don't know. Mm-hmm. And when you know that you need help, you must be able to reach out and get the help that you need. And I hope that what displayed or what transpired in this 90-day program or 90-day project program that we did with you all, that it puts you all in a better position, that you're better able to manage your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your attitude, your language, and your activity. Because one thing I realize about language, our inner conversations that we have with ourselves more than likely create our circumstances. So if you create your own circumstances, there's no need to play the victim of your own circumstances.
Right.
Huh?
Agreed.
Yes. So we also must realize this too when it comes to manage our feelings and our emotions. Is that a lot of times when it comes to feelings and emotions, that means all we're doing is dealing with the past. That's feelings and emotions we're dealing with. We have human emotions, of course, but I always say a feeling is something outside of you. You feel you touch that thing, it burns you.
Yeah.
But we have to get out of our feelings. We have to be able to manage our emotions. That means it's required for us to deal with this present moment. And when you deal with the present moment, you may not like the situation that you're in. Say, for example, you may be in a room and you may have carpet in the room. Some may have carpet, some may not. But it's something in that room in which you can identify with that is positive. And then you enjoy that moment. Once you enjoy that moment, that put aside the negative because you're enjoying that moment. Mm-hmm. Now, when I say thoughts, every thought begins with a seed. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking about cultivating that which is inside of you. Mm-hmm. And I said, finally, we want to talk about managing. We hope that what transpired, that it puts you in a better position to manage your behavior. So we have these certificate, HB wellness therapy for your mind, body, and spirit. We came up with some certificates that we wanted to give to each and every one of you who participated in it. Those who are not here, I just called their names. Richard Atwood, he's not here. Brother Dante. Dante has said something before when he talked about he tried to change people, places, and things. And Brother Sean didn't necessarily have to be there, I heard, but he was there anyway. And he put an input on what was transpired. Mm-hmm. Then Richard Parker. Richard, my man, Richard.
Yeah,
we
Mr.
got
Richard.
Brother Richard there.
I guess let me video
Richard. Yeah.
Why you get your
Come on, Richard, come on, get your certificate. Let him do it.
You know what?
Yeah, okay, well, that's okay. Well, we got one for Richard Parker. Mm-hmm. We got one for Michael, who's no longer, what's Mike's last name? Sconian, yeah. Mike started the we came in, started the program. Then Mike made his transition. Now, for the people who is here and who will accept it, and as you accept it, we want you to say a few words of what you have learned from the class and what you have got out from the session as well. The first one who's here, Brother Michael Manuel Espinoza.
Yeah, man.
Say a few words.
Yeah, man. Give us that speech,
Say a few words of what you got out of it and then what you learned.
Okay.
Mike.
This is really nice, first off.
Yes.
But I'd like to say, when we first started this little project, I wasn't that much into it. So I don't think I gave you a chance, but I paid attention. I might not look like it at first, but I paid attention to the way he's got some good stuff. And some of his little books that he wrote and everything is really nice. So the program's good because he would always switch it up, and I like it like that. You know, then we have like 30 minutes of me just answering the questions to the whatever story we were talking about. And that was actually a lot of fun. It was had a good time doing it. And now what the certificate means to me is that I'm still moving on, and there's a lot of growth in this old body still. You know, anytime to put the guns down yet.
Right.
Yeah. But I could have done it with all you guys too. You know, it's like, and that's true. I ain't. Sometimes I'll pick somebody to fight with one day. The next day we're all buddies and buddies. You know, it works out. We're just a bunch of guys together. But I am truly impressed with myself and what this means. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Take a picture of me and Main Man here.
Yeah, man.
No, hold your certificate up.
Yeah, hold it
up, man.
Yeah. Let me find you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Smile, Mr. Man.
All right.
Well, Mr. Kevin, how smile.
All right, man. Yeah.
Good job, bro.
All right. Next, hopefully he'll come up and get his certificate. Is brother Kevin Basie. That's you, right? Bozzy. Yeah.
Hey,
Kev.
Kev.
Come on up, Kev.
Hey, kid.
Yeah, my man Kevin. Yeah. Tell me what you learned from the session that we put on.
I'm not a talker.
Can we get a picture of these?
Yeah.
We'll take it how we get it, bro.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
2K.
Thank you. The next is brother Terrence Brown.
Yay, turn.
Okay,
Terrence,
sir.
come on up, get your certificate, man. Tell me what you learned. How you feel about it? My man, Terrence. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, tell me, man, about how you feel about the session in class and tell me what you learned, man.
Well, I think you're a pretty nice guy, kid, man, you know, and I complimented you. You know, one day I was talking to Tasha, you know, and I told her, you know, that you one of the best counselors, man, you know, because your sessions intrigued me, right? You know, and I don't know if you leaving or not, but, you know, I wish you could stay, you know, because your sessions really helped me, you know, concentrate on my recovery, right? You know, with no cut costs, man, right? You know, so, you know, I just want to appreciate your certificate. You know, it's real pretty too, man, right? I'm gonna hang it up, you know, and, you know, I'm gonna get your phone number, man. You know, if you need it, right? I'm gonna lock you on my phone so I can keep in touch with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Good stuff, man. Take a picture of me and Terrence.
There you go. No, I'm about to say.
All right, I got y'all.
Hey, turn. I thought you was putting it up like it was your mugshot.
Take one on my phone.
Oh, you want one on your phone? Oh, he want another one.
Yeah, kid.
Right.
Yeah, want another, my man. Oh, you want on his phone? Terrence, you big time, my man.
Oh, wait a minute, Terrence, where your picture thing at?
There you go. Take the camera.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead back over there. A little dusty.
Tiffany.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Good stuff. Good old brother Terrence in
Good
hand.
job, T. Good job, man.
All right.
Yeah, we want to, once again, we want to thank everyone else who participated, who are not here. And we want to bring on the executive director of HB Wellness Therapy for Your Mind, Sister Tashika. She want her to say a few words.
Thank Thank you.
yeah.
Hi, everyone. Guys, I want to congratulate you on completing the Mature Monday program. Mr. Kevin, we kept you in mind in our hearts. You are an honorary person, and we know that you were there when it started. So we wanted to present you with a certificate of completion as well, because we felt like you matured during that time too. So guys, I hope you've learned something from Mr. Kevin and his curriculum that you can take with you and use throughout your tenure as men, as human beings in this world, and pay it forward to other people who need assistance. Take something that you learned and share it, right? We can all use that type of encouragement. So thank you again for your participation. We want to thank Mr. Kevin for coming out and taking his time to share his curriculum. It was well thought out. It was with all of you in mind. From one male to another male, he felt like it was something he can share, and I understood that and agreed with that. So we want to thank you first and foremost for coming out for sharing your wonderful curriculum with us. And hopefully you can give it to the next group, and we can keep this going.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Thank
So
you
good.
very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Take a picture with me and
Thank you.
Tasha, good day.
I know. He did that with everybody. He like.
I
This is picture. Take the picture. Take it.
She got go.
He's smiling in pain.
He over there like.
Right, listen, I want to say I appreciate everything. It's been grand. I want to say much continued success to you. And as I always say, always be kind, but don't be blind. Talk to you.
I like that
That's everybody.
Here, man.
Good poem.
Okay.
Bring your number in there for me.
It's a poem.
I'm locking in.
Oh,
one. Okay.
All right.
Hey, don't
Amen.
fold that up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have an honorary. Michael was here, so
all right.
yeah.
That's
And
all.
so we'll probably
Appreciate
Good job.
we're gonna hang
Appreciate
mics up.
I saw a
and
different
keep it
side
in
of you,
the
man.
building.
Huh?
I saw a different side of you.
What?
Huh? I'm rough on people.